Rand Water executive Teboho Joala will be laid to rest in Pretoria today. He was assassinated on Monday morning during a work event in Zakariyya Park outside Johannesburg. His bodyguard was also killed in that incident, which left 3 other people, including Johannesburg Council Chief Whip Sthembiso Zungu, injured. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala joins me now live from Pretoria, where Joala's funeral service will be taking place this morning. Nqobile, a very good morning to you. As you watch some people coming in to bid a final farewell, what are you observing this morning as the funeral service is set to get underway?
Well, a very sad morning, Paul. In fact, as we stand here, you can see that the seats where the family is still to arrive are still empty. So people here are still waiting for the family to arrive. We understand that, of course, this is quite a very hard, sore moment for the family because of the incident and how, of course, it had happened. We know that a lot of Rand Water people have already arrived within this space. Also, ministers have started arriving. Minister of Electricity has already arrived in the place, in the funeral, as well as the Minister of Water and Sanitation. And in fact, Paul, I'm just going to come and speak to the Minister of Water and Sanitation, whom we know that is going to be reading the obituary. Minister, thank you very much. No, it's fine. Thank you very much for joining us. But obviously a very sad day today for your department as a whole, but also for the family of the one that has lost his life.
Well, the whole sector is in shock because of this incident. And I don't want to exaggerate, but there is a sense of frustration in the sense that things of this nature shouldn't be allowed to happen, especially on the side of brazenness. You see now we're in a hall. If someone were to come here with a gun and just shoot and kill in a brazen fashion, it lifts up your eyes and says, so where do we go? Where are we safe? But on the other hand, we know our colleagues in the safety and security are working very hard, and there's evidence to that, and we support them on that. But this is not the first in the sector. Several people have been killed in the sector, and this trend seems to be growing. And that's why we come in directly to scrutinize what exactly is happening. If people are working in the civil service, in the water sector, get killed in this particular fashion, extremely worrying and extremely concerning.
Minister, have you spoken to the Minister of Police? Is there something that they can do with regards to what's happening right now?
We have. We requested in the recent Lekgotla of the governing party that water and sanitation infrastructure in particular should be included in the list of short-term or urgent interventions for that particular reason. But because we see some growth on, from the side of people who are interested in business in the water sector, indicating unfamiliar ways of getting business, ways that are not auguring well for the country, turning things and systems of acquiring business like tenders and work into something else, and I don't think that should be allowed. So, but on this particular one, I have personally spoken on the side to the Minister of Police to assist us in this regard, so that we can get to the bottom of this.
And I imagine the family is arriving at this very point as we speak, but I imagine that they must be in pain. What did they say to you?
Pardon?
Have you spoken to the family at all?
Yes, on Tuesday, the day after this incident happened, I led a delegation to the Joala family to express our words of sympathy and to be with them and to comfort them. We did go there as a Department of Water and Sanitation and met his wife and his brothers and sisters.
And I imagine this is a great loss in your industry.
It's a great loss. He was an executive manager, corporate services, after a long experience in business, and he had brought in integrity and knowledge in Rand Water, but to the water sector as a whole. Somebody very cool, with a fresh mind all the time, but not so much wanting to talk until and unless he is required or requested to speak. I respected him.
Lastly, Minister, I know that you said you've spoken to the Minister of Police. Are you getting any commitments that they will treat this as quick as possible to try and find who's behind all of this?
Yes, Minister of Police did say to me he is going to approach it in a particular way that I don't want to divulge here, but I was satisfied with his response.
Thank you very much, Minister, for your time. Of course, the family is now arriving. Mpho, just the Minister there explaining to us that this is, of course, very difficult for this family. What has happened, just shocking the family, but shocking the sector as a whole. How difficult it has been for them to work around this, because it came as such a great shock. Of course, the family arriving as well, and he's saying that he's spoken to the family. They've had conversations on the sideline. It's been a difficult moment for them to have lost the gentleman, which we understand was 51 years old, in that kind of fashion, and him going to speak to the Minister of Police to ensure that he does do something about what is taking place. He's even saying that there was a commitment that was made to him, that this will be, of course, handled with great care, and that it will be taken a closer look into, but just saying that he does not want to, at this point, divulge, because obviously we will understand this. The entire thing is still very much under investigation. And so as a result, this, of course, a very difficult time for the family, but what they want is to see that justice taking place. Of course, now that's the CEO the chief that has, of course, arrived with the family, and what you're hearing behind me being some of the evangelist church that they've spoken about, that we understand even on the program there will be some of the people that will be speaking. So the arrival of the body at this very moment, just difficult. I'm gonna let you listen to what is taking place here for a little bit before. That is the remains arriving for, of course, his church also just singing and giving him that last goodbye that they have been, of course, waiting to give him. The friends, the family, respecting what is currently taking place here in church. Of course, the process is not easy. You can imagine how much shock this has brought into the family. The Minister of Water and Sanitation just alluding to the fact that this has been happening to quite a number of people in the water and sanitation sector. We understand that, of course, the chief at some point had some threats to to his life. We heard that, of course, from that interview that was taking place with Nqobile with the ANC, confirming that also his bodyguard was among the people that had been shot. And of course, what was taking place there, having seen on that video that was later released, quite shocking indeed. I'm going to try and put the mic in so we can hear what the family is saying as he arrives in this home.
The live funeral service